So we're going to start in a standing position today. And even though today's class is cardio yoga, it's still a yoga class. So we're going to do a little bit of grounding and kind of pull back our mind, our energy. So every day we send different parts of ourselves out into different directions. The people we talk to, the things we think about, the activities and actions that we do. And this is a time to really start calling everything back. So sometimes I like to imagine kind of like a disco ball right here in front of my body. And instead of mirrors, it's magnets. So as you stand here grounded with your feet rooted down, standing up tall, you can close the eyes if that feels good and start to imagine that you are pulling back all those pieces of yourself that went out into your environment and out around to different people. So we're bringing it all back, reintegrating yourself, breathing deeply in and out. So we'll breathe in through the nose, we'll breathe out through the mouth, and just slow down that breath. Big, deep belly breaths. You can even take one hand, place it on the belly as you breathe in, expanding the belly outward. And as you breathe out, the belly contracts back in. Long, slow breathing. Good. Maybe setting an intention for your practice today. Today, I intend to. Maybe it's an action that you're going to do. Maybe it is something more emotional and esoteric. Today, I'm going to be patient. Today, I'm going to be kind. Whatever it is for you. We're going to give ourselves one more deep, slow breath in and out. And starting to bring a little movement to the body. We can inhale, bring the arms out and up, looking up. Really stretching through the torso, and exhaling, pressing the hands down, tipping the chin to the chest. So again, inhaling, arms out and up, gazing up. And exhale, pressing down, chin to chest. One more time. Inhale, out and up. Let's make it a right side bend, reaching that left arm up and over. Long, slow breath. So right hand can slide down as that left arm reaches. You can let the head go in line with the upper arm. One more deep breath in and out. And then rising back up, deep breath in. Let's switch the arms. Exhale into left side bend as the right arm reaches up and over. Deep, slow breaths here. Maybe as you exhale, you lean a little bit further. And then inhaling, both arms up. I'm going to turn sideways to demonstrate. We're going to engage through the abdominals, nice tight glutes, the buttocks, and come into a little back bend. You can reach the arms back, gaze up to the ceiling. And then inhale, coming up. We'll come forward into forward fold, bending the knees and letting yourself hang here. So it's the first forward fold of the day, right? So feel free to bend those knees. You can shake the head out, no, and yes. Maybe the arms hang, or maybe you want to fold up opposite arms or grab opposite elbows rather, and bring a little movement, a little swaying into the upper body here. Deep breaths in and out. Good. As we let the arms drop down, we can slowly roll our way to an upright position. Inhaling, arms out and up. And exhaling, we're going to start our first cardio movement. So we'll pull elbows down as we bring knees up. So I'm reaching up as I step down, nice long body, and elbows and one knee at a time coming closer together. Now, if you decide that you want even more movement here, you can hop. I do not like the hopping. It is not good for my lower back. I have degenerative joint disease in L3, 4, and 5 in my spine. So I'm going to avoid the jumping today. Long, slow breathing. So we're contracting as we're pulling in, getting the heart rate up nice and slow. Good. We're going to give it one more deep breath in and out. And as we bring the arms down, we can kind of shake out the whole body. Move the head and the neck. Maybe roll the shoulders a little bit. And we're going to prepare for sun salutation sequence. So a great sequence to warm up the body. We're going to come up to the front of the mat. Big toes are touching. Heels very slightly apart. Hands in prayer in front of the heart. So building from our base, the feet are nice and flat, toes spread wide. Legs are engaged, strong quadriceps. Abdominals pulled in, so the tailbone is nice and flat. Pelvic floor pulled up. Shoulders back and down. Top of the head lengthening up, chin slightly tucked. A deep breath in and out right here. Sweeping arms out and up. Breathing in, looking up, lengthening. Exhaling, we'll take a swan dive and fold. Half lift as we lengthen the back. Deep breath in. Exhale, stepping back. Plank position. Good. So here in plank, we can be on the hands. We can be on the forearms. We can be on the toes. We can be on the knees. And if you drop to the knees, just make sure you straighten out the hips. We'll take one more deep breath in and out. Dropping knees down, slowly lowering upper body, elbows hugging in. We'll roll the shoulders back. Inhale, chest lifts, gazing up, shoulders back. Exhale, rolling over the knees, coming to a child's pose. So we're going to take it nice and slow as we start, and we'll keep adding on with each round of the sun salutation sequence. Breathing in and out. You can see I'm bringing a little movement here to my child's pose. My hips are swaying slowly side to side. The forehead can roll on the floor. And you can inch the fingers a little further forward if you want a deeper stretch in your shoulders. Deep breath in and exhale. Good. We'll give it one more deep, slow breath in and out. And then looking up to the hands, we'll rise up to the knees, tuck the toes, and lift the hips up and back. The head drops as we gaze between the feet. And you can bring a pedaling motion here, bending and straightening alternate knees. Feel free to shake out the head and the neck. And as you're pushing firmly into the hands, the head is between the biceps. So your body's shaped like a pyramid with the hips way up at the top. We'll give it one more deep breath in and out. And then letting both heels drop. Really firm pressure into those hands. The chest comes closer to the thighs. And inhaling, gazing forward to the hands, we can exhale and bring the feet up to the front of the mat. With a half lift, we'll lengthen the back looking forward, and exhaling, we'll fold down. The arms will sweep outward and upward, deep breath in, and exhaling, palms together and in front of the heart. We'll do that again. Arms sweep out and up, deep breath in, exhale, swan dive, and fold. With a half lift, we'll lengthen the back looking forward, and exhaling, stepping back to plank, this time in that same exhaled breath, lowering down, elbows hugging in. Rolling shoulders back, chest lifts, inhale, cobra, elbows in, and exhale. This time, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Let's go right up into our downward facing dog. Again, head is between the biceps. Knees can be bent if the backs of your legs feel really tight. And I really love to bring some movement here. So feel free to bend and straighten those alternate knees one more time. Let's check in with the breath. Deep in, deep out. And if at any point downward dog feels like it's too much, you can always drop down to the knees, take a little pause, and then resume when you feel ready. We'll give it one more deep breath in and out. And then looking forward, deep breath in. Tiptoe step or jump to the front of the mat as you exhale. We'll take a half lift, lengthening the back, inhaling, and exhaling, folding down. Again, the arms will sweep out and up. Deep breath in. Third time, this time we're gonna swan dive, fold all the way down. Half lift, lengthen, inhale, look forward. Exhale, plank pose, slowly lower down, option to drop the knees. Sliding hands back just a little bit. Inhale, maybe a bigger lift, upward facing dog now. You can push toes into the mat, lift the thighs. Exhale, pike the hips, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Now you can stay here in down dog for a few breaths. If you want to add a little movement, get that heart rate up more, we can shift forward to plank as we take a deep breath in, straightening the hips out with the body, and exhale, pressing back, head between the biceps. Again, inhaling forward. And remember, this is optional. If you want to just stay in down dog or drop to the knees, that's cool. Exhale, press it back. One more time, inhale, plank. Exhale, press back. Now we'll all meet in a plank position. Deep breath in and out. So we'll add a little cardio here, mountain climbers. Let's go ahead and bring knees into the chest, keeping the hips nice and low. Breathing in and out. So it's almost like we're running in place here in this plank position, extending legs back, bringing knees to chest, alternating. Face and jaw relaxed. Gentle expression to the face. If at any point you feel like it's too much, just stop. When you're ready, pressing up and back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. Looking forward at the hands, deep breath in. Let's take it forward with the feet, exhale. Half lift, lengthen the back, inhaling. And exhale, fold. Good, we'll sweep the arms out and up. Inhale, palms together to the heart. Exhale, good. So we're gonna take it into some balancing poses. Take a couple of breaths here just to catch the breath. Good, deep breaths in and out. And then opening up the arms. We'll engage through the abdominals, pulling the navel back toward the spine. We'll lift the pelvic floor. So imagine your pee stopping muscle, what you would need to engage to stop that stream of pee midstream. And then focusing the eyes on a point about 6 feet in front of you, your drishti, your focal point. And make sure these shoulders are not shrugged up by the ears, but they're nice and low. So shifting the weight into the left foot. I'm gonna lift this right foot just an inch off the mat and balance here. Deep breaths in and out. Inhale, knee up to the chest. Exhale, lower down without touching the floor. Inhale, right knee up. Exhale, lower and hover. And if you want to take hands to the hips instead, feel free. Inhale, knee up. Exhale, bring that foot close to the floor without touching. If you do touch, it's okay. Inhale, knee up, spine stays nice and straight. Exhale, lower down. Good. Now we're going to take the arms out and up. Inhale, and start to lean over to the left as we extend that right leg out. Long, slow breath. So the arms are reaching up and away to the left. That right leg is extended out, and the standing leg is wiggling and wobbling however it needs to keep you balanced. Eyes focused on that static point. One more deep breath in and out. And then inhale, come on up. Feet hip distance, exhale, arms drop. Soft bend to the knees. Go ahead and swirl it out. So as we swirl the body side to side, the arms are so floppy that they are just gently tapping against you. Deep breath in. And exhale. Good, back to center. Now the right leg is going to become the standing leg. We'll inhale, arms out. Exhale, shoulders drop. Find your focal point. Draw in on your locks, abdominal lock and root lock. And as we shift over to that right leg, we're going to lift the left foot just an inch off the mat. Find our balance here. Breathing in and out. We can inhale, left knee up to the chest. And exhale, go ahead and lower to a hover. Inhale, left knee up. Exhale, come on down, hover. 2 more, inhale, bring it up. Exhale, hover. 1 more time, knee to chest. Exhale, hover. Let's bring those arms up, deep breath in. And folding slightly to the right as the left leg extends, finding our balance here. Long, slow breathing, keeping length through the fingers. I like to flex that extended foot. Eyes are glued to the ground, letting that standing leg make micro adjustments however it needs to. We'll take 1 more deep breath in and out. Then inhale, come on back up, feet hip distance again. Drop the arms, softly bend the knees. And let's swirl it out. Letting the blood flow back into the fingertips. Deep breath in. And exhale. Good, so we're gonna take it into a little bit more cardio here. I'm gonna turn sideways to demonstrate. Actually, I'll come this way. We'll bring the arms in front, parallel to the ground. So shoulder height, and then pulling shoulders back. Locks engaged. Breathing in and out. We're going to do some mummy kicks. So the upper body stays nice and straight, legs straight as we kick and kick. Kick and kick. Good. Deep breath in and out. Again, gentle movement, bringing the heart rate up nice, slow, in a controlled way. Feeling a little bit of stretch behind the legs as you kick. I'm going to take a few more breaths here with this movement. Deep breaths in and out. Again, spine is nice and straight. So we are not leaning down toward the legs. We are lifting the legs up toward us. 1 more. Deep breath in and out. Good. Go ahead and shake it out. However that feels good for you. Deep breath in and out. So we're going to come to a wide-legged pose now. Turning toes out about 45 degrees. We're going to bend the knees and come into a squat. So when we squat in this way, we want to make sure that we're not sticking the butt out. Rather, we're pulling in the lock. So abdominal lock pulled in, that root lock pulled up, pelvic floor. And you can see that the tailbone gets nice and long. So we're not overarching. We're nice and straight here. Ribs over hips. Knees over ankles. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, bend at the elbows. Straight legs, straight arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, goddess squat, bend. So again, ribs over hips, locks engaged. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, pull it down. Good, take it up, inhale. This time we're gonna come into the squat and stay here. Good, inhale, elbows open. Exhale, bringing forearms together in front of you. Inhale, open up. Exhale, squeeze in. Feel those thighs working, that grounding through the low body. Inhale, open. We are building bone density in the legs. Exhale, squeeze in. Upper arms stay parallel to the ground. Inhale, open. Exhale, let's squeeze it in. 2 more times, maybe sit deeper in your squat. Inhale, open. Exhale, pull in. 1 more time, open up, deep breath in. Exhale, close it up. Good, rise up, inhale, arms out and up. Side bend to the right. We're gonna move with the breath. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, side bend left. Good, take it back up, deep breath in. Switch the arms, exhale to the right. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale to the left. Good, rising back up. We can turn the left foot in, right foot turns out all the way. The hips are gonna stay facing forward and open. So they're tempted to turn toward that right leg. Don't let them. Go ahead and keep them open. We can inch the toes a little further away so we can come into a side lunge. You can see how the ankle is directly under the knee is pressing outward. Arms open up. So again, we're gonna move with the breath. In and out of reverse warrior and extended side angle. So looking over that right hand, inhale, reach to the right. Exhale, elbow to knee, left arm over. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, arch back. Good, inhale, come on up, reach right. Exhale, elbow to knee, left arm over. Good, come on back up, inhale, right palm turns up. Exhale, arch it back. So that bend in the right knee doesn't change. Inhale, come on up. Reach to the right, exhale, elbow to knee, left arm over. Inhale, come on up, right palm up. Exhale, arch it back. One more time, inhale, reach to the right. Exhale, forearm to knee, left arm over. This time we're gonna hold here. So you can either hold it like a side bend, or you can do some circles with this arm, kind of like you're playing the air guitar in the 1980s and circling through the shoulder, maybe in the opposite direction. Good, and then when we're ready, we're gonna come back up, palm up on the right side and exhale back. And if that front thigh is really tired, you can straighten out through the leg or keep it bent for just a few more breaths. Good, when you're ready, let's inhale, come on up and switch the legs. Right foot turns in, left foot turns out. We're gonna bend into that left knee, find our side lunge on this side. So again, left knee does not pass the ankle and the knee is pressing outward toward the pinky toe side. Double check your locks. Abdominal lock pulled in, pelvic floor root lock pulling up. Breathing deeply in and out as we turn to look over that left hand. So again, we're gonna move with the breath. Inhale, reach left. Exhale, forearm to knee, right arm up and over. Inhale, come on up, keep that bend in the knee, left palm up. Exhale, let's arch it back. Good, so that bend in the knee doesn't change. Inhale, come on up, reach to the left. Exhale, elbow to knee, right arm up and over. Inhale, come on up, left palm up. Exhale, let's arch it back. Good, inhale, come up, reach left. Exhale, forearm to knee, right arm up and over. Straight line, right fingers to right ankle. Inhale, come up, left palm up. Exhale, arch it back. One more time, inhale, come on up, reach. Exhale, forearm to knee, right arm up and over. Let's stay here. Again, if you want that movement throughout the right shoulder, go right ahead. Deep breath in and out. You can reverse directions here. And again, this is optional. If you'd rather keep the arm straight, that is absolutely okay. Rising back up, inhale here, left palm up. Let's take it back. Keep pressing that left knee outward toward the pinky toe side of the foot. One more deep breath in and out. Rising up, both legs straight. Inhale, turn the feet parallel. Exhale. So parallel feet in yoga means that the outer edges of the feet are parallel to the outer edges of the mat. So the toes are actually turned in slightly. We're going to take hands to the hips. Arch back as we keep tight abdominals. Inhaling with a flat back and maybe slightly bent knees. Folding forward, letting the hands come down to the ground. Letting the head drop. So if it is a challenge for you to reach the floor, please feel free to bend your knees. Let the head hang here. We can shake the head no. Nod the head yes. Deep breaths in and out. Good. When we're ready, we'll take a half lift and look forward. Left hand is going to plant right in the center underneath us. Inhale, right arm up with a twist, looking up. Exhale, right back down. Right hand replaces the left. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, come on back to center. You can bend one or both knees if you need to. Inhale, right arm up, turning to gaze up. Exhale, come on back down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, take it down. One more each side, right arm up, deep breath in. Exhale, bring it down. Left arm up, inhale. Exhale, take it down. So this time we're going to come into that twist. Inhale, right arm up, and exhale. You can fold the arm behind the back. To strengthen the neck, we can turn to look up to the ceiling over that right shoulder. If it feels like too much, you can always look down at the ground instead. We'll keep pushing that right shoulder back as we take one more deep breath in and out. And then extending right arm up, deep breath in. We'll take the right hand back down as we exhale. Left arm up, inhale here, folding the arm behind the back, exhaling. So again, working against gravity's pull, turning the head up will strengthen the neck. Looking down will protect it. And we'll keep pushing that left shoulder back. We'll take one more deep breath in and out. Left arm up, deep breath in. Exhale, we'll take it back down to center. Little soft bend to the knees. Hands to the hips with a strong flat back, locks pulled in, chin tucked. Inhale, we can start to rise up nice and slow. Good. Once we're upright, releasing the arms, feet can move in, heels, toes, heels, toes. And once the feet are hip distance apart, soft bend to the knees, and we will swirl it out one more time. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. One more deep, slow breath in and out. So I'm going to turn to face forward on the mat. We're going to do another little cardio push here. So either hands to the hips or arms extended out parallel to the ground. I like arms extended out. I feel like it helps me balance here. We're going to take a lean forward, bending the knees. Right leg lifts just an inch off the mat. And we're slowly going to extend this leg back into a lunge. Good. So front ankle over front knee. We are pulling the right hip forward, left hip back. Again, hands can be on the hips or arms can be extended out. Inhale, lean forward. We'll step forward. Exhale, lean forward. We'll step back and balance. Inhale, step it forward. Exhale, we'll step it back. So I'm going to take hands to the hips now. We can add on. If you like, lean forward, inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, step it back, lunge. Again, inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, take it back. If you prefer, we can stay here in the lunge, inhale, and drop the knee to the ground. Exhale. Inhale, rising up, and exhale, taking it down. So I'm offering a couple different modifications depending on what works best for you. Inhale, rising up, exhale, dropping down, or again, if you prefer, inhaling, bringing that knee up into the chest, and exhaling back for the lunge. Good. So from this lunge position, we can drop the back knee down, untuck the toes, take the hands onto that front knee, and lean in as much as feels comfortable for you. So we're looking for a stretch in the front of this right hip. Deep, slow breathing. If it's too much, you can always push into the front foot and lift the hips a little bit. One more deep breath in and out. Good. Coming back up, we'll tuck the back toes. Come into that lunge, step it forward, and shake out the legs, however feels good for you. So if you've got something to drink, feel free to take a little sip. We are at the halfway point of our class right now. Always a good moment to rehydrate. Keep control of that breath. Long, slow breathing in and out. Good. As we come back up to the front of the mat. Again, options, hands to the hips or arms extended out. Pulling in on the locks, lengthening down through the tailbone. We'll take a little lean forward. Lift the left foot to a hover. Deep breath in here. Slowly extending that leg back, letting the toes drop to the ground for that lunge. So options, we can inhale, step forward, bringing the feet together. Exhale, bend a little bit, and then step it back. Hands to hips or arms extended. Inhale, stepping forward. Exhale, stepping back. You can add on. We can inhale, come forward, lift the knee to the chest. Exhale, step back. Inhale, leaning forward, lifting knee to the chest. Exhale, stepping back. So here's another option. You can stay here in the lunge. Inhale, up in high lunge. And exhale, slowly lower the back knee to the ground. Inhale, coming up, straightening the back leg. And exhaling, lowering down. So again, multiple variations here. Choose what works for you. Inhale, lifting. Exhaling, lowering. Or from that lifted position, inhaling, toes together or knee up. Exhaling back. So from this lunge position, we can slowly lower the back knee, untuck the toes, hands to the front knee, and gently sink into that bent front knee. So now we're feeling a stretch in the front of the left hip, shoulders back and down, top of the head lengthening up. Deep breath in and out. Again, if it feels too deep, just push into that front foot, release the stretch a little bit. One more deep breath in and out. From here, taking the hands down to frame the foot, we're going to slide back to a plank position. Breathing for 3 here in high plank. Remember, you can always drop the knees, straighten out the hips if you prefer. Breathing for 2, gazing down between the hands. Breathing for 1. Option to drop the knees. Slow motion, lower down. So elbows are hugging in against the ribs. We'll extend the arms in front. So it looks like we're flying. And we're going to start to lift and lower opposing limbs. So right arm, left leg. Inhale, bring them up. See if you can get that thigh off the mat. Exhale, lower. Left arm, right leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So again, opposite limbs. Inhale, lift. And lower. This is a great way to strengthen the connections in the brain. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower when we do movements that include opposite sides of the body. Right arm, left leg, inhale it up. Exhale, take it down. Left arm, right leg, inhale up. Exhale down. So you can keep going opposing limbs, or we can lift all 4. Inhale, come on up. Lift those thighs up off the mat. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, take it up and lift like we're flying. Exhale and lower. Feel those muscles in the low back working. Inhale, go ahead and lift. Exhale, take it down. One more time, inhale up and exhale, drop. So we can bend at the elbows here, stacking one hand on top of the other right underneath the face and then placing the forehead down on those hands. Take a couple deep, slow breaths here. Noticing if you can feel your heart beating in your chest. I know I sure can. An option to bend at the knees and gently let the legs sway from side to side. Deep breath in and exhale. Good. When you're ready, we'll give a little release to the low back now as we drop the legs back down. Hands can slide back next to the ribs, and we'll lift up onto all 4s, opening up the knees. Big toes touch behind you, sitting back on the heels, child's pose. You can let the forehead drop down to the mat. So with knees open, the rib cage is dropping down between the knees. If you prefer, you can always bring the knees together instead. And you're invited to explore any movement that feels good for you here. Breathing in, Breathing out. All right. So we're going to come on up onto all fours, hands and knees. And I'm shifting the knees in so they're directly underneath the hips. So there's a little space between my knees. And I'm moving the hands back so the wrists are right under the shoulders. Looking down at your hands, fingers are spread nice and wide. Shoulders back, top of the head lengthening forward. We'll tuck the toes under here and lift the knees just 1 inch off the mat. So you can look at the knees now, tip the head slightly, and lift the knees very, very slightly. We'll breathe for 3. Breathe for 2. Breathe for 1. Good, dropping those knees down, untuck the toes. Feel free to sit back on the feet. So now the knees and the thighs are underneath the chest. Again, you can do that slow motion rocking side to side, maybe feeling more release in the low back. Breathing in and out. All right, so we're going to add on to that movement, coming back up. Hands and knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Looking at the knees, tucking the toes. Inhale, let's lift those knees an inch. And exhale here. Good. So now we're going to inhale right here on the toes and exhale, roll both feet to the right and let the hips drop down toward the ground. Inhale back to center, knees close to the ground. Exhale, roll to the left side of the feet. So my feet are flexed, I'm on the edges. Inhale, center. Exhale, roll right. Hips drop close to the ground without touching. Inhale, center, knees close to the ground. Exhale, roll left. Hips drop down close. Good. One more time. Inhale, center. Exhale, let's roll the heels to the right. Inhale, center. And exhale, roll knees left. Good. Back to center. We can drop the knees. Step the hands. One handprint forward and rise up. Downward facing dog. Pedaling out through the feet. Breathing deeply in and out. Shaking the head no and yes. We can move the feet together at the back of the mat and start to lift up the right leg. 3-legged dog. Deep breath in here. Coming forward like plank, knee to the chest. Inhale, pressing back, lifting, 3-legged dog, looking at the back foot on the ground. Exhale forward, shoulders over wrists, knee to chest. 2 more. Inhale, we'll bring it up. Exhale, come on forward, knee to chest. And one more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward, knee to chest. So this time we're going to switch it up. We'll come into 3-legged dog, bring that leg up. And this time as we come forward, we can guide the right knee behind the right hand and move the foot over to the left. So the foot is not behind the right knee, it's moving over. So it's actually in front of the left leg. Left knee drops behind you. You can use those toes to pull back. Now we are in pigeon pose. Big stretch for that right hip and glute. Coming up on fingertips, arching back. We'll inhale, look up. And exhale, start to walk the hands forward. Coming to the forearms, letting the head and the neck drop. Now, if this feels uncomfortable at all on your right knee, you can roll over onto your back and cross right ankle over left knee and pull in. Long, slow breaths. Deep breath in and out. Good. If you're in that original variation with the belly down, you want to take it deeper, you can slide the arms forward and bring the forehead down if that feels good for you. Long, slow breaths. Good. We'll give it one more deep breath in and out. Looking forward, walking the hands back in. So if you're on your back, you're going to roll up to a seated position. If we're here in pigeon, we'll roll over to the right hip and swing the legs around in front. We can extend the legs, little bouncy movement to the knees. And then bending the knees. We'll take the hands underneath the knees and lengthen up and back through the spine. So chin is tucked, Head is reaching up and back. We are engaging our locks. And as we start to lean back, we can lift the feet to balance for boat pose. So the chest is still lifted. If you're collapsing through the chest here, really lift up. You can pull on the backs of those thighs. Deep breaths in and out. You can feel free to stay here and balance in boat pose. You can extend the arms forward for a little more challenge, or we can bring some movement, inhaling, opening up to half boat. So I'm resting kind of on the sacrum now, below my low back, and then exhale, lift on the tailbone. Inhale, opening knees and chest away, keeping the spine straight. Exhale, squeezing in. So again, this is optional. If you want, you can take hands down. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze in. Good, keep your facial expression relaxed. Inhale, open up. Exhale, go ahead and squeeze in. We'll extend the legs, come into a gentle forward fold. Maybe a little movement to the head and the neck here. Deep breath in and out. So we got another side. Let's go ahead and swing the legs around. Plant the hands down, step it back into downward facing dog. We can bend and straighten alternate knees, shaking the head no and yes. And then moving the feet together at the back of the mat. We'll inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, forward plank, knee to the chest. Good. Inhale, press back and lift. Exhale, forward, knee to chest. Two more. Inhale, press back and lift. Exhale, forward, knee to chest. And one more time. Inhale, we'll lift. Exhale, take it forward, shoulders over wrists. This time we'll switch it up. Inhale, lift the leg. Coming into pigeon, we'll guide this left knee behind the left hand and then shift the foot over to the right so the shin is diagonal underneath you. Back knee drops and we'll use the toes to pull back as much as we can. So again, if this feels bad on your knee, if it's not comfortable, roll onto your back. Left ankle crosses over right knee, and then you'll gently pull the legs in. If you're here, we can walk the hands back. Inhale, arch the spine, look up. And exhale, walk forward. Come to the forearms, letting the head and the neck drop. You can shake the head no and yes here. You can walk the arms forward, let the forehead come down. You can use the toes to explore pulling back even more, seeing how that feels in the left hip and gluteal muscles. Relaxing through the face and the jaw, breathing deeply in and out. Good. We're going to take one more deep, slow breath in and out. If you're on the back, we're going to roll back up to a seated position. Otherwise, we'll inhale, look forward, walk the hands back, and sit down on the left hip, swinging the legs around in front. Little bouncy movement to the knees. Good. I'm going to turn and face forward here. Legs extend in front. Actually, no, I'll turn sideways. It's easier to see. We're going to come into a twist. So we'll take the right foot and bring it in close to the body and just interlace the fingers, pull in, sit up nice and tall. So feel the muscles that you need to engage to have this straight spine, back of the head presses back, chin tucked. Now we can lift the right foot up and over to the outside of the left leg and flex the extended foot. We're still pulling in on that knee. We'll guide the right hand behind us, and then inhaling the left arm up, we'll turn to the right and kind of hug this knee in as we look over the shoulder, making sure that the extended leg is still flexed, that foot flexed with toes to the ceiling. Now you'll see I'm not leaning back here. That hand behind me is actually very close to me, and I'm pushing down on the ground to sit up taller as I inhale, and then pulling on the knee and twisting a little bit deeper as I exhale. One more deep, slow breath in and out. take it back to center. We're going to take this right foot now and bring it to the inside of the left leg and let that right knee gently fall outward. So the extended foot is still flexed. Now we've centered that left foot with the middle of the chest. Sitting up tall, deep breath in, arms reach up. We'll exhale as we hinge forward into a forward fold. And you can take your hands to the ground or to the leg, wherever they're comfortable, rolling the shoulders back. So if your shoulders are shrugged, let's press them back and let the head drop. As you inhale, the top of the head might lengthen toward the foot. So it's kind of like your upper body is growing a little bit longer. And as you exhale, you might drop down just a little bit closer to that leg. We'll give it one more deep breath in and out. Rising up, right arm up and over. Let's place it behind us as we exhale. We're gonna come up onto the right knee now. Inhale, lifting the hips up, reaching left arm up and over. Big side stretch, and we might press the hand and the back of the head back, moving that arm back, feeling more arch through the spine, hips up. One more deep breath in, fingers and toes reaching in opposite directions. And then exhaling, sitting back down. Good, extending both legs, little bounce to the knees. We can bring the left foot to the inside of the right thigh now. Oh, actually, no. Left foot flat, knee up in the air, knee bent, and let's interlace, pull in, sit up nice and tall. We're extending, flexing the extended foot. And then we'll lift this left foot up and over to the outside of the right leg. And you can always keep it here if that feels better. Again, sitting up nice and tall, we'll guide the left hand behind us. You can probably feel the twist already. Inhale, right arm up. And as we turn to the left, we'll exhale, hug the knee in and look over the shoulder. So that extended foot still flexed, pushing down on the ground behind you, really close to your body. Inhale, sit up taller, shoulders drop. Exhale, pulling on the knee, turning and looking over the shoulder at the space behind you. Deep breath in and out. We'll give it one more deep breath in here. And exhaling back to center, we can take this left foot to the inside of the right thigh and let the left knee fall outward. We're centering the right foot with the middle of the chest, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, folding forward. Again, the hands can land wherever they're comfortable. You do not need to strain to reach the foot. Shoulders press back and the head and the neck relax. Now the breath might take us deeper as we inhale. Top of the head might lengthen forward. And as we exhale, the chest might drop down a little closer to that thigh. Long, slow breathing here. One more deep breath in and out. Rising up, we can start to point those right toes, bring the left arm up and over and exhale, leaning back, fingers pointing away. So now we're gonna come up onto the left knee, lifting the hips, reaching right arm up and over, big side stretch. We can press the upper arm and the head back, reaching fingers and toes in opposite directions, pushing those hips up a little more, one more breath. Exhaling, slowly lowering down. Nice. Let's extend the legs. Little bouncy movement to the knees. We're going to take ourselves to a reclined position now. So making sure you have plenty of room on the mat behind you. We'll bend the knees and plant the heels firmly. Arms extend, deep breath in. And we can begin a slow descent to the ground with a rounded spine. You can either move downward or we can inhale, lift up just a little bit. Exhale, keep going down. Inhale, lifting. Exhale just a little further so the heels stay planted. Those locks are engaged. Tailbone nice and flat. Try not to rush as you get to the shoulder blades. Face and jaw relaxed. When you're all the way down, feel free to bring the arms up above and stretch the legs down below. Full body stretch, lengthening as you take a deep breath in And exhaling, knees up into the chest, hugging inward and rocking yourself gently from side to side. Deep breath in and out. All four limbs can extend up in the air. We'll circle through wrists and ankles one way and then the other way. Then we can place the right foot flat on the mat with a bent knee. The other three limbs are up in the air. As we inhale, we'll start to open up the limbs. So the arms come up above, leg below, hovering over the ground. And exhale in slow motion, coming back up. Low back stays in firm contact with the ground throughout. Inhale, let's open up to horizontal, hovering over the floor. Exhaling and lifting. Inhaling, extending. Exhaling, lifting up. This time, we're going to inhale, open up, and hold here, breathing for 3. You can extend that right leg up in the air if you choose. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 1. Good. Keeping one leg up in the air, one leg hovering over the ground. Let's bring the arms to our sides. Inhale, lift head, neck, and shoulders. Let's pulse for 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here for a breath, reaching. Dropping it down, knees to the chest, hugging in, rocking gently side to side. Deep breath in and exhale. Good. All four limbs straight up in the air. Left foot flat to the mat. Low back firmly pushing down. We'll inhale, start to open up the limbs, hovering over the ground. And exhale, slow motion lifting. So no slingshot motion, nice and slow. Inhale, open up. Exhale, slowly lift. Keep the low back pushing down. So the belly button is pressing back and down toward the spine. Inhale, open. Exhale and lift. And one more time, open up. This time we're going to stay here for 3 breaths. So the left foot can stay on the mat, or we can extend that leg up in the air. Breathing 2. Breathing 1, low back pushing down. Then keeping the legs where they are, arms to a hover by your sides. Inhale, lifting head, neck, and shoulders, reaching forward. Let's pulse for 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here for a breath. Drop it down, knees to the chest, hugging in, rocking gently side to side. Deep breath in and out. Keeping right knee in the chest, we'll extend the left leg down straight. Right foot rests on that left thigh. Left hand stays on the knee, and the right arm, same side as the bent knee, is going to open out to the side. Deep breath in here. Exhale as we pull the knee across, rolling to the left. Feel the twist in the spine, and when you've reached your limit, you don't want to twist any further, you can turn the head to the right. Long, slow breaths here in this spinal twist, letting the right shoulder drop down, deciding how far you want to pull this right knee down. One more deep breath in and out. And rolling back to center, we'll hug the knees up into the chest, rocking gently side to side. Deep breath in and out. This time, the left knee stays in the chest, and we'll extend the right leg down. Placing left foot onto the right leg somewhere, the thigh, the knee. The right hand stays up, across, touching the opposite knee, and the left arm opens out to the side. We'll take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, rolling to the right now, pulling that knee across, and then turning the head away from the knee as though we are looking toward the extended arm. And as we breathe deeply here into that twist, noticing sensations through the ribs, the low back, noticing any tension in the left shoulder, seeing if we can let it drop and relax. Noticing tension in the face and the jaw. Maybe the mouth is slightly open now. One more deep breath in and out. And then rolling back to center, knees up into the chest, hugging yourself in. One last time, rocking gently side to side. It is time for our final resting pose where we can absorb all the benefits of all this movement that we have done over the last 55 minutes. So we'll extend the legs down straight and then open them up a little bit so they look like an upside down V. We can adjust the shoulders here, kind of walk the arms down a little bit so the hands are closer to the feet, and then sliding the arms slightly away from the body, palms facing up, letting the shoulders drop. Back of the head is heavy on the mat. If you have a ponytail back there and you want to adjust it, go right ahead. Taking one more big deep breath in and out, filling the belly and releasing. So now we can start to transition the breathing from deep, powerful breathing to very gentle, easy breaths. You can close the eyes if that feels good for you. You can let the mouth and the jaw relax. I like to have my mouth just slightly open here so there's a little space between the lips, a little space between the teeth. And if you find now that we are quiet and still, that your thoughts are on overdrive, you can call all those thoughts back like we did at the beginning with that magnetic disco ball. So any thoughts that are bringing you back into the past, bring that back here into the present. Any thoughts that are taking you forward into the future, bring them back right here, right now. Noticing everything in your environment in this present moment, the sensation of your body on the floor, the sensation of your breath in your nostrils, in your rib cage, any ambient sounds that you may hear, the light that you see coming in from your closed eyelids. Utilizing this sensory input to keep yourself anchored right here, right now. Now you are welcome to stay here as long as you like. But in the interest of keeping us within the 60 minutes that I promised you, I will verbally cue you to start bringing some movement back into the body, wiggling fingers and toes, rocking the head and the neck side to side. And as you start to deepen the breath, maybe bringing the arms up above the head as you point your toes down below, stretching through the length of the body. Breathing deeply in, and as you exhale, bringing arms to your sides and inviting the knees into the chest one last time, hugging inward and rocking yourself from side to side. And you can let this gentle rocking energy take you all the way over to one side or the other and just linger there on your side, maybe sliding the lower arm up to act like a pillow under your bicep, and recalling that original intention that we set for ourselves for the day. Today, I intend to, and filling in the blanks. As we breathe in and out, we can start to use the hands to help us to an upright seated position, whatever is comfortable for you. Maybe the legs are crossed, maybe they're extended. And as we rest the hands on the knees, we can lengthen up tall through the spine, shoulders back and down, chin slightly tucked, just reflecting briefly on how we are feeling, body, mind, and spirit. Reminding ourselves that these tools are available to us whenever we need them. You don't need to wait for me to cue you through a yoga class. It's always great to have somebody else guiding you, but these are your tools, so you can use them whenever you feel inspired. Taking hands together, we can go ahead and rub them a little bit. And then either keeping palms together in front of the heart or one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. I'm going to share with you my favorite loving kindness prayer, the Metta prayer. May we be peaceful and happy. May we be healthy and strong. May we feel safe and free from fear. May our hearts be filled with love and kindness. You can keep the hands right where they are in whatever position they're in as you drop the chin and allow yourself to lean slightly forward, completing your practice with a bow of gratitude. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's always a pleasure to have you here with me. Please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Inner Glow Wellness. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook under the handle Light Your Inner Glow. So have a great day, everyone, and I will see you.